I've got comics. This is one of my old videos where I show what comics I have bought for myself, what comics I have found, and what comics I will likely never read or review. Let's kick it up with Avengers 91. It's not in the best of condition. It's even got a pen mark on it, and I didn't like that. But this was the final issue I needed of the introductory 4-part prologue to the Kree Skrull War. I have all the other parts except this one. Now I've got it. And this squad here, this assemblage of characters, one of my favourite Avengers lineups. Technically, 2 of them aren't members, and 2 of them are only honorary members, but the 8 of these make up one of my favourite lineups of the team. The question now becomes, if I am going to follow through and get the Kree Skrull War, issues 93, 94, 95, 96 and 97, I'll probably end up regrettably feeling the need. But yeah, this is in pretty bad condition. Whereas this is in really nice condition. Defenders now, this is Hulk 206. I got this because the Defenders appear on the last page. There, see, the whole team. This is a lead into the next issue. The next issue I already have, which is them fighting Hulk. Right, there's only one way to introduce this next one. You know the Gimp from Pulp Fiction? The Gimp who, famously, as a teenager, I thought was a cool character. When I first saw Pulp Fiction, I didn't know about S&M and bondage and that. I thought the Gimp was this monster they created for the movie that they keep in a basement, and I thought that was cool. He's only bloody gone and bloody gotten his own bloody Marvel bloody series. This is the Gimp. A 10-issue miniseries from Marvel in the 90s, written by Steve Gerber. I don't have the whole thing here. This is issue 2. Actually, there's a splash page in this one. No, there's not. Must have been in issue 3. The Gimp was in some Defenders comics. He was in a good Spider-Man story. He was introduced in Swamp Thing. I have read this before and I thought it was brilliant. But as said in the past, I have mistakenly believed other things about Gimps. Great cover here, by the way. Issue 3, good cover. Issue 4, less great cover. Issue 5, going downhill on the covers front. Issue 6, much downhill. Issue 7, which I showed before. I thought it would be fun to get a new series like this, but only what I could find. And so the remaining 3 issues I need could be a hunt for me. A little story arc for these old videos. Will I complete this Gimp miniseries? Tune in next time and the time after that and after that to find out. This is issue 8, guest star and Spider-Man. They don't actually meet, if I remember. Iron Man 56. This is in pretty decent condition too. This would be about 1973, maybe 1972. This is a forgotten about one. Issue 56. Now, issue 55, Jim Starman introduces Phineas and Dax and all that jazz. And then issue 54. It's uncredited, but Jim Starman introduces the beautiful bald lady, Moon Garden, And then we have this, issue 56, also by Jim Starman, introduces Fangor, Thanius, Dax, Moongarden, Fangor, all equally important characters. More Steve Gerber, Legion of the Night. I would always say this for sale, and I wouldn't get it, but I would consider it. This is a 2-issue graphic novel set from the early 90s. I don't know, would you call this a graphic novel or a one-shot or a special or whatever? I know someone got really annoyed with us when I called something a graphic novel when it was just like a bound one-shot. This stars a bunch of secondary characters that people don't really know. Jennifer Ale, she is the big one. She is in it. I like her character. She comes from Swamp Thing. Catherine Reynolds is in it. She is from the Bronze Age Satan Son stories. There's a bloke in it. And I think Fing Fang Foom. I don't know. Seems niche, but could be up my alley. The other threat is that it could just be repurposed Marvel Comics Presents shite. On that topic, something I hate getting is Marvel Comics Presents, Marvel Funfair, Marvel Superheroes Special, all those wank things that are excuses for Marvel to print shit they had lying around, going unused. I'm not proud of it, but here's some Marvel Funfairs. They are by Slurms Mackenzie with art by Ken from Barbie. This is a two-parter with Iron Man fighting Dan Slott. I want to get me hopes up that this is Roadie Roads, but I know I'll be disappointed. This one I am excited for. Slurms Mackenzie doing a Northman story. Very exciting. Then we have got another Iron Man one with Mr. Doom. Issue 44, this one. Someone's drawn a cross on it. This one was 28, and there's its full cover. Issue 23. And issue 22 gets even more intriguing because we have Great Gargoyle, Elektra, and Sandman on the full cover. By the way, I kinda hate when people have Iron Man fight Mr. Doom. And here is Spider-Man Team Up without Spider-Man. This is issue 104. Hulk and Quasar, Lord of the Jungle. They are fighting MODOK. Slurms Mackenzie writes this one too. I have been collecting a lot of the Vague Age of Spider-Man, but this is not from the Vague Age of Spider-Man. This comes from after the reboot. Well, not a reboot, relaunch. Chapter 1, that makes it a reboot in my opinion. This was an annual by Jim Tomatoes that is to wrap up his cancelled Swamp Thing series from 1998. I've also misspelled the artist's name. Pages like this say all that is needed saying about that Swamp Thing series. Affinity Guard now, issue 40. An expensive issue usually. Thanius is on the cover. Low print run, that bullshit. I think by this point, the beautiful bald lady, Moongarden, was in a coma. As in the medical emergency, not an oriental dish. And we end with What If 17. Should have had this earlier on with the Defenders section because Satan's Son is in it. That is why I got it. He fucking defeats Ghost Driver in it. This is What If Ghost Driver, Spider-Girl, Captain Marbles, the real one, Marvel. What if they were villains? Now that that's done, how about a game of volleyball? What comics do you like from these? Do you give any of these 7 thumbs up? Let me know in the comments. And click subscribe if you haven't already. And how about ringing the bell and clicking the like button and share it on socials? And do a TikTok remix of it with Secret Lovers at the Evans Gate Ranch playing.